Okay, so I'm going to talk about politics today. And I usually don't do that. I don't talk about it in person with people, and I really don't. I do every now and again. I'll give my 2 cents, but not very often. Um, and I don't ever bring up about like facts and things that are going on, like what's happening right now. I don't ever get into the gossip. I just get into the, how do I say, the fundamentals of it, the how it works. Um, but what I'm about to get into today are about some things that I heard from behind the screen. You know, I don't know all of the facts. I'm not there. But what I do understand from what I just heard is this. I heard 3 accounts of wasted money that went over $30 million. Okay, for one account. There was one account that was like 34 point something million dollars, and then the other accounts, I don't even remember how many millions it was, but it was expensive. And each time they invested into these investigations with American money, with taxpayer dollars, might I add, taxpayer dollars, your money that you pay into it, it was wasted on an innocent man. Now, I'm not one to pick sides, Republican or Democrat or even independent. Although I do claim independent, I guess, because that's where you don't choose being Republican or Democrat. You're kind of just like watching. And the reason why I just watch usually is because I don't like to get into the rut of the situations. But I will announce who I did vote for. At first, I voted for Trump. I did, and I will give you my reasoning on why I did. When I looked at Trump as a person, not about not just as a person, but about the things that he's accomplished already before he became a president, I kind of looked at these things and wanted to see where he would go with America. I've seen that Trump was already a very successful businessman. Okay, meaning he knows his way around a business. And when I say very successful, I mean he's extremely successful in his business. He didn't even need to be president. He already has that money. He didn't need to go and come into the politics, but he did. And I believe he was the right person to do so. You know, sometimes it takes a business mind to approach political situations. He knows where to delegate money. And now the wall, that to me personally, I believe that was kind of immature, um, because immigrants don't even use the border. Like if they want to, they can come over with planes or a boat. That was kind of a waste of money and immature. But Trump, I love you, man. I'm not trying to say you're immature. I'm just saying that decision was kind of a waste of money. Uh, and I look at the money that America, about our resources, and that was a waste of resources in my mind. But regardless the point, I'm looking at the other things that have happened. Now, a lot of people are trying to say all the things that are happening right now are because of Trump. Well, I beg to differ. You see, sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time, when a president's in, the things that they do, the things that they try to accomplish, don't usually appear until about 10 years later. It has to go through laws and legal jurisdiction, a lot of red tape. So the things that are coming out now when he first became president was probably things that Obama was doing and the things before Obama that president was doing too. And so as we go on and progress into the situation, the things that Trump has done, that he has truly done, we won't see the repercussions of it until 10 years later. And the reason why is, now that's, I'm talking about the major things. I'm not talking about these small things about bombing Syria or bombing these people or starting wars over there, which I think that people need to just kind of like bring our troops back home and leave war alone. Personally, I believe we have evolved as a society to where we could actually talk things out. I don't think it's right to send our family and our friends over to fight a war that's been a war since eons ago. We need to just bury the hatchet. Um, I believe there's still a lot of personal beliefs. I believe that war will die out eventually. The further advanced we get in our civilization as a one world, as a one mind in this world order, world order. It sounds like I'm talking about biblical stuff now. Don't even get me started on that. We're becoming united as a front and as a world, as a society. I'm getting off topic, and Trump knows that. Trump sees the united front. He knows that. Now, where he stands on all of this, I'm not sure. I would like to think that as a businessman that he is, coming from a business point of view, he would see it as a good angle to actually help not only America but the world. And so for him to be trying to get impeached over things that he didn't do, or over things that they have no evidence on. Let me say that they have no evidence on. Now, it's very possible that he might have done some illegal things that they have no evidence on. I mean, think about it. How many illegal things have you done and not been caught? Now, I'm not saying that he has done illegal stunts, but I'm not going to say that he hasn't either. All I can say is that if they have no grounds to impeach him, if they have no evidence, I'm sorry, guys, it's not going to happen. It's all about evidence and facts these days. It doesn't matter about what people feel. You know, you can feel that somebody's a bad person all day long, but if their actions speak otherwise, so be it. You know, I have had those uneasy feelings like, oh, this person just, something's off. You know, something's off, but they never show it. This is the kind of person I believe they are. Personally, this is personal. Maybe within their mind, they're evil, and they know it. They're aware of how bad they are, or how bad they can be, but they want to be a good person, if that makes sense. You know, that they know that they're bad and evil, like they think bad thoughts and have these bad feelings and stuff, but they go against that. They go against that bad thought. They fight themselves and say, no, I'm not going to do that or say that because I want to be a good person. So they say the latter. And then you got people that have these pure and good and innocent thoughts that act against it. You know, oh, that person's a good person, but yet when they act out, their actions are not good. They don't follow their mind. You know, so if I was to give my empathic, so to speak, situation on all of this, my empathic feeling, I would have to say that all of creation as a whole, if it were to speak through me right now, all of creation as a whole, none of this really matters when it comes to the grand picture. All of this that you see on TV is a big picture. And what you're looking at on the TV is the centerpiece. There are other important things in the picture, like the flower that's painted by the tree, the little bitty flower, or the fruits that are dotted throughout the limbs, or the little cloud with a bird flying in front of it in the side, or maybe the snake that's crawling through the garden with the cat chasing it, and the mouse being chased by the snake, and the snake being chased by the cat, etc., and the cat by the... all these little pieces of the picture make up the big picture too. Everybody's focused on this big event, and this is where we mess up a lot. We don't focus on the other things around. It's kind of like a chain. You're only as strong as your weakest link. You know, I seen somebody post that on Facebook, and that saying is very true. You have this long chain, this strong chain, but there's one piece in the middle that's weak. If it breaks, the whole chain comes apart. You know, the master link. If it breaks, it's over. The piece falls apart. But if you make that weak link your strongest link, and you make it as strong as all your other links, the chain is unbreakable. So, that's like a picture scenario to me. this video has gone on longer than I've wanted it to, and I've probably sound like a rambling fool. But to the ones that actually watch, I'm sure this video has made sense to you. I speak in a way that many others can't understand. I try to speak with English words the best I can. The best language I know are my thoughts. You know, in my mind, I guess you would say, it sounds like the way I speak. I understand how it works. But when I bring it out into words, it's kind of hard to bring it from here to here. Y'all have a good day.